This is the Bulldog Sports TV pregame show, sponsored by Green Hills Insurance of Bethany. If you need it insured, they've got you covered. Now let's head out to the ball game.
All right, CF Rainey joined by Andrew Sweat once again. Glad to be back home, Andrew, as we had the long 2-hour trip to Scotland County over in Memphis, Missouri a week ago. And so up here as public address announcer Daniel Darby trying to fire the crowd up. Homecoming night. Andrew, do you remember playing on homecoming when you were in school?
Absolutely. It was the biggest game on the entire schedule aside from playoff season. But whole town comes together. Everybody watches some purple and white Bulldog football here in Bethany, Missouri. Homecoming, but it puts a little bit of that pressure on it, too. You don't want to let up and lose that game. I've been on that end, too, and it really sucks. Kind of seems like it sucks the life out of your season, but these South Harrison Bulldogs they're pretty fired up for this one, as you can tell.
Yeah, and they go, they've got back on track after losing to Putnam County there in the second game of the season. Big win over Marceline. Another big win last week over against Scotland County, where honestly the running game was just cruising almost the whole night. There wasn't much Scotland County did to stop Cray Coffey and Mason Galloway, and so I'm sure that's something South Harrison wants to establish again here tonight. Get that running game going early.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're Trenton, that's your main goal right now is just to at least slow down Cray Coffey. I don't think you're going to be able to stop him and Galloway, but if you can slow them down, force them to make those passes, it's going to give them a better chance to maybe pull off the upset. But like you said, 84 total points in the past 2 games for South Harrison, and they let up 8 last week and 7 the week before. So this team, they've been doing exactly what they need to do. We'll see if they can continue that here tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's something we haven't talked a lot about is defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, even against Putnam County, it was what they ended up scoring, 21, right?
Yeah, I think it was 28-14.
Yeah, 28, but they got one late.
Yeah.
Just before the end of the game, kind of in mop-up duty. And so their defense has played so well. Played well against Milan, great against Marceline, great last week versus Scotland County. And the thing you don't always see, Andrew, is a defense that's able to make goal line stands. And they've had, 4 or 5 goal line stands inside the 10-yard line where they've kept the other team from scoring.
Yeah, and that South Harrison D-line is a big part of that. Nick Mars, Joel McCall, Ruger Johnson, Ethan Smith has been kind of a breakout player on the defense this year, and that linebacking core is also solid as well. We've seen the secondary have some issues against teams who like to pass a lot. I don't know a lot about this Trenton offense. Obviously, we'll see tonight how they are, but they've definitely cleaned it up these past few weeks in the secondary. I'm expecting a pretty solid night from the Bulldog defense as well.
Yeah, and I think that'll be the key. Watching Trenton warm up, I've watched a little bit of film. They run a similar offense to South Harrison. They'll have a wing. They'll have 2 backs in the backfield. Sometimes they'll run out of the eye. South Harrison usually in a split back type look for the most part. So it'll be interesting. Trenton, talking to Coach Chris Schoening, Trenton comes in, good size. Their record probably doesn't show how good they are as a team.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as a coach, you're looking at that as Coach Schoening. You want to make sure your team doesn't just look at the win-loss record and overlook a Trenton team that's coming in here with some good size and some athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've said it all week. Trenton is a team who does play South Harrison tough every year, so we got to be on our guard tonight.
All right, so we'll step away here on the Green Hills pregame show as we get ready for the national anthem. American Legion Post getting ready to bring out the colors, so we'll step away, hear from our sponsors, and be back after this.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
All right, so you have Rainey Andrew Sweat back here as the sun is starting to set behind the high school, and we are much appreciative of that as it was blaring into our eyes just a few minutes ago. And so, Andrew, we mentioned Trenton comes in here looking to get in the win column tonight. South Harrison trying to protect that start they've got now, 3-1, because tonight also, and we'll be keeping track of it if we can find it online, big game in the conference between Brookfield and Putnam County.
Yep.
Those are the other two teams that kind of sit in that top half. Gallatin's up there as well with South Harrison. And so if you're a South Harrison fan tonight, not only are you cheering on your Bulldogs over the Trenton Bulldogs, you're a big fan of the Brookfield Bulldogs over the Midgets, because if Brookfield can get that win and South Harrison get a win over them later, have a chance at getting a share of conference.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big one in the GRC. But, for South Harrison, the players, they can't be thinking about that one because they got to take care of business tonight because, if they lose this one tonight, that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. This GRC is going to be very tough, very tight. You got to win week in and week out. And anybody can beat anybody. We know that. I know that. So they got to be focused on this one tonight, especially homecoming.
All right, welcome again into the Green Hills Insurance pregame show as the captains get ready to meet at midfield. We'll go. Andrew, as we get ready here, we'll kind of look out the window. And it looks like Trenton won the toss, and they want the ball.
Yep.
And so South Harrison will defend the south end zone, and we'll come back for opening kickoff after this word from our sponsors.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. and we're growing with you. Soon, we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
All right, so Andrew, we're getting ready for the opening kickoff. And it'll be once again senior Jet Cornett to tee it up for South Harrison. They've struggled a little sometimes, Andrew, in their coverage on kicks.
Yeah.
And they've adjusted how they do that. We'll see where they start tonight, whether he kicks away deep or if he tries to pooch one.
Going to be important for South Harrison to get off to a smooth start here. Don't want to let up a touchdown on the first drive to give Trenton any momentum, but it looks like it's Cooper Hauser and Sam Ledbetter back to receive this kickoff, as it is homecoming night here for the 3-1 South Harrison Bulldogs. That's going to be returned by Sam Ledbetter, and he's going to get just past the 20 there, and that's where the Trenton Bulldogs will get this drive started.
Yeah, that's one of those, Andrew, I think. Jagger Campbell on the tackle, but one of those, I think only about 6 or 7 yards on that return. So a nice job of coverage there for the South Harrison Bulldogs.
Yeah, good pursuit. So first down and 10. Good look at this Trenton offense. And here's the first snap of the ball game. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Couldn't quite see that is, but your quarterback tonight for Trent will be number 21, Bradley Miller, as he only gets maybe one there.
Number 13, Cooper Hauser. Initial hit.
So it's Hauser on the carry.
Short gain on the play brings up second down.
Yeah, and they're running out of that wing with an I formation. They've got tight end in there, so they'll split a couple guys, though, out wide here to the left side of that formation.
So now Miller lines up in the gun. Man comes in motion. He's going to hand it off on the jet sweep, but that is a good pursuit by the Bulldogs defense of South Harrison. Galloway in there, and
I think it's Mars.
Nick Mars on the tackle, and he's going to lose maybe 3, it looks like. 4-3.
Yeah, so. And that's one of those, Andrew. Right now it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. Nick Mars is kind of undersized, but he's been a kid that's worked hard to get stronger.
Yeah.
And he's able to hold the edge.
So Bradley Miller in the gun on 3rd down and 13. He's looking to pass as he rolls out to the far side. That's intercepted by number 26, Mason Galloway, and the South Harrison Bulldogs start off this game with an electric interception.
21-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a huge interception. I don't know if the receiver fell down out there.
Yeah.
But Galloway seemed to be the only one in the vicinity of that pass. And it's huge because not just you get the turnover, even if you make the stop, they're going punted. Mm-hmm. So field position-wise, I mean, this is you couldn't ask for much more. South Harrison get the turnover on the first drive before you even give up the first down.
Yeah, ideal start, but yeah, good awareness there by number 26. So many times you see D-backs who, have the interception but can't pull it in, but he did a good job there. As Jet Cornett looking to pass on the first play of the game. He has a wide open man, but he can't connect. Was that Gage Barclay, I believe?
Yeah, it was Barclay releasing out.
Maybe just a tad bit of an inaccurate throw, but definitely a chance of being caught there.
Yeah, that's just one of those. And again, we've talked about it. And Jet Cornett has grown tremendously as a quarterback, having never played the position. He's really grown in that quarterback spot. But sometimes you see little things like that just those little adjustments on the pass.
So 2nd down and 10 for South Harrison. And Craig Coffey's going to get the carry up the middle. And he's going to easily gain about 6 yards there. So bring up a 3rd down.
Good gain on the play, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and so 3rd and 5. So South Harrison especially in this territory and the way their offense moved, 4-down territory. And so I would assume we'll see it back on the ground here between either Coffee or Galloway.
So that Trenton defense expecting the run, and it will be a toss here on the near side to Mason Galloway, and he is going to get the first down and move the chains inside of the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and that's one of those. We've talked about it with Mason Galloway throughout the year. His ability to be a little more patient than he has been in the past.
Yep.
And that time he came out, put a right foot in the ground, and then cut it back up inside. And so be first and goal from around the 8 for the Bulldogs.
So Cornett under center. Eckerson comes in motion. Going to hand it off to Coffee up the middle with an explosive run, and he is in. South Harrison strikes first here in Bethany on homecoming.
Great Coffee on the carry.
Yeah, and that's one of those didn't take long. Craig Coffee, 2 carries. Mason Galloway, they try the pass initially. Hit the button there. Coffee comes in there and gets the early touchdown.
So Jet Cornett going to look to tack on this extra point, and like always, he puts it through. So that'll make your score 7-0 South Harrison early in this one.
At Pettyjohn Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com, member FDIC.
All right, we're back for the kickoff here.
So Jet Cornett going to kick this one away. And looks like it's Cooper Hauser going to return this one. Looks like he has some room there on the far side as he's finally taken down. Excuse me, that was Sam Ledbetter.
Sam Ledbetter on the return.
And a little better return. Gets about 15 on that return. Takes it out just across the 30. And so
Trenton will start their drive at the
Trenton
31-yard line.
Got, got 2 on first down, then lost 5.
Yeah.
And then the interception on third down turned it over, and South Harrison able to put it in.
Yeah, so we'll see what Bradley Miller and the Trenton Bulldog offense can put together after that interception. And Elijah Miller comes in motion, but he's going to hand this one off up the middle. That's Cooper Hauser. He's only going to get a few. Maybe 3 or 4. It'll bring up second down.
Short gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Probably about 3.5, but I don't have the ability to do that. All right, welcome in. I know my sister-in-law watching as my nephew getting ready to get married in Springfield tomorrow down there. Welcome in James Hunter, watching from Pennsylvania, former letter carrier here in Bethany.
So here we go, second down. Elijah Miller with the carry. A little counterplay, but not much going there.
Elijah Miller.
Yeah, that was one of those, it was a double handoff. Andrew, you're just trying to get the defense to go one way and then hopefully counter back. But South Harrison, and you see it on the back of the fence where South Harrison comes down the hill, and Andrew, this year it says do your job, and that time the defense stayed home on the backside and able to make that stop.
Yeah, absolutely. So another big third down for the Trenton Bulldogs. Bradley Miller going to hand this one off up the middle, but nothing going. He is stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up a crucial 4th down.
Not former, just on vacation. So enjoy your time in Pennsylvania as you're able to watch the Bulldogs here on Bulldog Sports TV. Appreciate everyone tuned in, all our sponsors. We'll talk about that throughout the night as you see the advertisements. Make sure.
And that's going to be a high snap, and the punter's chasing around, and he just falls on it. And that is going to give South Harrison tremendous field position.
Yeah, where's that at, Andrew?
South Harrison will take over.
It was inside the 10. It looked like. Yeah.
So it looks like maybe just inside the 10. And that's one of those, as a punter, it goes that far over your head. You're just scrambling trying to get back there.
Yeah.
That's one of those, if he knew, he probably would have had time to pick it up and at least maybe do like a little rugby-style punt.
Yeah. Safest to just kind of fall on it tough situation.
And it is, and ultimately sets South Harrison up in great field position.
First down and goal for South Harrison here, as that's going to be Galloway comes in motion on the rocket play. Not much going on that one. It looks like he had a few blocks, but he's still going to get about 4 yards on the carries. Will bring up 2nd down.
Initial hit by number 13, Cooper Hauser.
Yeah, and that time it was nice job of pursuit.
Short gain. Brings up
for Trenton defense, able to string that play out, and it was just no place for Galloway to go that time.
So 2nd down. Cornett under center. Coffee Galloway in the backfield. He's going to hand this off to Craig Coffee with a thumping run there.
To Craig Coffee.
He's not going to quite get to the goal line, but he's pretty close.
Yeah, he's
Braden Holtzclaw.
Maybe a yard or two.
Holtzclaw there, and again,
brings up 3rd down.
4-down territory, especially when you're in here. And Andrew, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coffee again, or maybe even that lead play where Coffee leads Galloway in.
Yep. Now, those plays have been their bread and butter when they're deep in the red zone. And they're going to give it to Galloway, and he's in. Big play. Galloway scores the 2nd touchdown for South Harrison here tonight as they extend their lead to 13-0 early in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, and that's one of those, again, it's they didn't have that or didn't use it the first week versus Milan, but it's that little lead play. You've got Big Craig Coffee catching a linebacker, and then Galloway just uses his vision and finds a hole and able to score.
And Cornett back out there for the extra point, knocks it through, and that'll make the score 14-0 here on homecoming at Memorial Stadium in Bethany.
All right, we'll step away after this word from our sponsors.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nopal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nopal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nopal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Have friends or family coming to Bethany? Give them a home away from home at Hidden Acres Cabin Rentals. In the rolling hills of Bethany, our cozy cabins start at $140 a night and include everything guests need to relax: private space, modern amenities, and a peaceful country setting. Book a cabin today at hiddenacrescabinrentals.com or call 660-373-9927. Hidden Acres Cabins. Comfort for your guests, just minutes from you.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here. Bulldog Sports TV. Homecoming night, South Harrison, they have the 14-0 lead.
Yeah, Cornett going to kick this one away, and it's Sam Ledbetter going to take it out. He runs over one of his own players, but he's going to get a pretty good kick return there for the Trenton to start this drive.
On the return.
Yeah, about 16, 17 yards on the return there.
Trenton will start their drive
Yeah, so not a lot of answers so far from this offense. Struggled the first 2 drives. We'll see what they can put together here. But, yeah, I mean, this D-line has just been, getting after him, stopping the run.
And you wonder, Andrew, and they're going to split 2 guys out, if they'll test South Harrison's defensive backfield.
Yeah. So Bradley Miller, number 21 at quarterback. He's got 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to Cooper Hauser as it's maybe 2 yards there on this first down carry.
Yeah, gets
first hit by Craig Coffey.
We'll call it 3. 2nd and 7. Welcome in my brother, Kent, as well as Andrew's father-in-law watching. Regina Long. Appreciate everyone that is tuned in. Want to remind everyone, make sure to subscribe and follow us either on YouTube or Facebook.
So 2nd down for Trenton. Elijah Miller comes in motion. Bradley Miller is going to do a little quarterback keeper, but he's going to lose a yard there.
And I know
Miller on the keeper.
Ruger Johnson was in there from that D-tackle spot. So a loss of a couple. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. So, again, it puts them in a position, Andrew, when it's 3rd and long like this. I mean, you could run a draw, but it's one of those situations the defense can kind of, those front 4 on the defense line, pin their ears back and come after the quarterback here.
Yep. So big 3rd down. They haven't had much luck on 3rds down so far. They're going to look to pass here as Miller drops back. He's going to throw one towards the middle of the field to number 45.
That's Spencer Steele.
Spencer Steele.
Yeah, he wasn't listed there. And so
Spencer Stye.
And so 4th down, Trevor Henry was right there, so good coverage. It would have had to been a perfect pass, and we'll see what they do here 4th down, as last time they struggled with the snap.
And another low snap here, but the punter is able to get under it. Going to go past midfield here and out of bounds around like the 49, so really good starting field position again for South Harrison.
South Harrison starts their drive
at their
own 49-yard line.
Here's the amazing thing about it, Andrew. They're starting from their own 49, worst field position of the night so far. They've been inside the 10 and inside the 30 of Trenton their other 2 times with the ball, and so not often you get near midfield, and that's your worst field position. We'll see what the Bulldogs do. They came out and tried to catch Trenton sleeping. The interesting thing is Trenton does have 2 safeties deep, and South Harrison usually has been able to take advantage of that with the run game when people back off.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here with Cornett in the gun. And he is going to try to pass as he rolls out to the far side. He throws a spiral deep down the field for Cale Taggart. Taggart lays out for it but can't quite haul it in. Incomplete. Good throw, just a little in front of him there.
Yeah, and he tried to give Taggart
2nd down.
the room, and Taggart made a nice attempt at it, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 here. But South Harrison willing to take some chances.
So 2nd down and 10 from their own 49.
We'll shift a little here.
Galloway and Taggart here on the near side. Cornett looking to pass again. He's going to throw that pass to Mason Galloway. Gets a good 6 or 7 yards.
Galloway. Brought down by number 9, Jacob White.
Yeah, we'll call that
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 3 here. And so that pickup allows South Harrison to, number 1, get into Trenton territory, but also the ability, not being 3rd and long, that they can go ahead and run the ball here if they want to.
Third down and 3. He's going to hand it off to Coffey. He's going to get close to the first down marker. We'll see if they give it to him.
Middle to Craig Coffey.
Yeah, it's going to depend on the mark here. They're going to eyeball it. Let's see if they bring the chains in. They're going to call it fourth down and less than a yard.
Regardless, I mean, that should be an easy pickup if you just hand it off the coffee up the middle, but, you know.
Now, one thing we haven't seen, though, is like a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
But with the new quarterback, we'll see what they do here.
Yeah. And they are going to hand it off to Coffee, and he's easily going to get the first down as he trucks a few players, and he's down past the 25.
That'll be good for a Bulldog.
Yeah, and that's something we've talked about other games. Craig Coffey has gotten better with that one move, right? He's not the spin or, get outside, but it's been that little shuffle, that little sidestep. And that time he took it to the left. The hole wasn't quite there where it's supposed to go, and he gets a big gain.
Here from the 23-yard line. Cornett takes the snap on first down. He rolls out to his left. He's trying to get some blockers upfield as he takes off here and picks up a first down.
That'll be good for a Bulldog.
And that's one of those plays, Andrew, that – I think it was an RPO because he rolled out, and when he saw it was clear, he kind of pointed and shouted, and then whoever had pulled out in front of him went ahead and got out ahead of him, and another big gain. And now it's, first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, good decision on that RPO, making the decision to run there. You don't want to force a pass, and he picked up a pretty – good chunk of yards there on that first down, but it's first down and 10. Cornett lines it from the gun again, so you got to wonder if they're passing. He's going to do that little screen pass to kill Taggart, but they're going to trip him up in the backfield.
And there's a flag. And that was number 11 came in there late.
Yeah, it was going to be a good play, good tackle by Jacob White, but Elijah Miller came in there a little late.
And that's one of those, Andrew, Trenton watched some film because South Harrison has run that play a couple times this season. I know they scored last week with it. And that time,
personal foul.
Kel Taggart wasn't able to make him move. So personal foul will be half the distance because we're already inside, but it will be an automatic first down.
And if you're Trenton, you don't want to make those mistakes. This game is already seemingly to get out of hand.
Well, and especially there, right, because you've got the negative yardage. It was going to be second and goal from the 14, which is where they've got it marked. And so we'll go back to basically where we started, first and goal from the 7.
We have the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul.
So it's almost like the play didn't happen there. And I would assume we'll see him back on the ground here.
Remains first down.
We'll shuffle Taggart from one side to the other. Minute 37 to go here in the first quarter with the clock rolling.
So they'll line up in their usual formation. First down and goal. They'll hand it off to Galloway up the field, and he dives with the ball forward, and then he's in. Touchdown, South Harrison. So Mason Galloway picks up his second touchdown of the night as the South Harrison Bulldogs now extend their lead to 20.
And that's one of those plays. When I was playing football, Andrew, and when I've coached, because I'm of a different generation than you, a little counterplay, we'd call that a crossbuck. They'd fake it to Coffee coming one way, and then Galloway goes the other as the kick is up.
Point after attempt
and good.
That brings the score. The Bulldogs of Trenton 0.
So 21-0 already here, still in the first quarter.
All right, we'll step away. Be back for the kickoff after this commercial break.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. For each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot Debit Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here as we get ready for kickoff from Jet Cornett. South Harrison 21-0. And just a minute 24 left on the clock here in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolute dominance so far here on this homecoming night for South Harrison.
Yeah, Trenton hasn't picked up a first down, correct, tonight?
Yeah, I don't think so. So Cornett going to kick it off here, and Ledbetter and Hauser back to receive. And he almost trips up there, and it looks like he was down.
Yeah, just outside the 10, I think.
Sam Ledbetter on the return, tripped up.
So again,
He goes down.
pretty
Trenton
bad field
starts
position
their
for
drive
Trenton.
at their own 11-yard line.
And they have a tall task of moving the ball down the field and trying to pick up a score here.
So they got one decent run. They haven't connected on a pass
Correction,
yet.
Trenton will be starting their drive from their own 13-yard line.
And so I know you're in negative territory here, but it'd be interesting to see if they decide to go ahead and put the ball in the air and just get a spark going offensively.
Yeah. So Bradley Miller in the gun. He's going to hand this one off, but just immediate contact. Good finish to the tackle there by Case Morgan.
Yeah, and again, he's that
number 13.
inside, one of the inside linebackers
Brought
that
down by number 18, Case Morgan.
didn't start the
Short gain on
season.
play, brings up second down.
A gain of about 3. So at least something positive for Trenton, but still a long ways to go to get in the end zone.
Second down and 7. On their own 16. Going to be a toss to the outside and almost a tackle made by Barclay, it looked like, but there's a first down for the Trenton Bulldog offense tonight.
Forced out of bounds by number 11, Trevor Henry. That was good for a Trenton first down.
Yeah, that's one of those. First time to move the chains. And Andrew, you know I talked about it every single game. Football's such a game of momentum, and right now all the momentum is South Harrison's way. So Trenton just needs some kind of spark, and at least that's something positive that's happened offensively for him.
Yeah. So Miller from the gun, that same formation. Elijah Miller comes in motion, but the snap is over Bradley Miller's head, and
that ball, I don't know if it's loose. I think he's able to cover it.
It looks like he recovered, but they've had some issues with the snaps tonight.
And I think that should take us to the second quarter. But it's going to be second and
forever.
Boy, we'll have to do the addition during the break. As it looks like Trenton will let it run down.
Second and 23 potentially.
Yeah, 21-0 lead. We'll be back for the second quarter after this commercial break.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
United Country Nelson Real Estate is your trusted place to go when looking to buy or sell. Licensed in 3 states, our team of experienced agents is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a home in town, wide open farmland, hunting and recreational property, or that perfect piece of land to call your own. With United Country Nelson Real Estate, you get the best of both worlds. Personal hometown service backed by nationwide exposure. Find us online at nelsonsoldit.com, and remember, no one knows the country like we do.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here. It'll be second and 24, Andrew.
Yep.
And so if you're offensive coordinator for Trenton, what play do you have second 24? Maybe, I think in this instance you can't get it all at once. Maybe a place you see a screen or a draw, just something to try to get just a portion of this yardage back. And they'll go ahead and spread it out, and they'll split single receiver left and 2 down here to the short side.
Something to make it a little more comfortable. We'll see what they do here. Bradley Miller is going to line up in the gun. Again, they have 2 receivers here on the near side, one on the far, and he's looking to pass. On second down, he gets hit after he throws it, and it'll be incomplete.
Pass intended. Number 11, Elijah Miller.
And the pressure.
Case Morgan with the quarterback pressure.
Got there. I think it was Morgan and Smith were
That brings up
back in the quarterback's face, and Taggart was in coverage. And so 3rd and 24 here, Andrew.
Yeah.
And if you're South Harrison, you just got to stay away from a defensive penalty. We'll go ahead and just split a single receiver, or no, 2 out to the left.
So Bradley Miller in the gun. Elijah Miller comes in motion, and Bradley Miller is just going to quarterback keeper up the middle, but nothing going there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that was Case Morgan again.
Yeah, Morgan
on the stop.
Quarterback keeper. Case Morgan with the tackle.
No gain.
That brings up 4th down.
So 4th and long, and it's been a little bit of a feat just getting that long snap back for Trenton.
That's a good one that time as Whitley gets it away. And it'll roll past the 50 as Cornett will just let that one go. And we'll get to see the South Harrison offense for the first time in the second quarter.
So just starting the second, and South Harrison
Trenton downs it
has yet to be stopped.
at the South Harrison.
They did have,
line.
what was it, Andrew? Just the one 4th down, 4th and short, 4th and less than a yard.
Purple and black take over first.
Yeah, but other than that, they've been able to not only move the chains, but obviously move the ball across the goal line.
Yeah, again this week it looks like defense is going to be having a tough time stopping the run game. So here on 1st down, Cornett is going to throw it deep, looking for Cale Taggart as he hauls it in.
Complete.
What a throw, what a catch. The Dogs offense.
Yeah, and that's one of those. South Harrison's tried to hit that a couple times, the deep pass, and they've just missed. Once to Taggart, once to the tight end, Gage Barclay, and that time Jet Cornett connects. And 1st and 10, huge chunk, and now inside the 30 at the 29, going the other way.
So Cornett from the gun again. We'll see if they choose to pass. He's going to hand this one off to Coffee, but good job by the Trenton defense getting in the backfield and taking him down.
That's one of their
number 51, Daniel Newton.
big lineman, Newton,
brings up 2nd down.
a junior, and negative yards for South Harrison of about 3. So 2nd and 13. And Newton did that from, I think, defensive tackle spot. Able to get good penetration and put South Harrison behind the sticks.
So 2nd down and 12 for South Harrison. Cornett looking to pass, and that little out route to Barclay, but good pursuit by the Trenton defense to take him down for a short gain.
Yeah, just a gain of a couple.
Short gain brings up 3rd down.
And Andrew, so you're at the 25. You're obviously in 4-down territory. So if you're South Harrison, you don't have to dial up an 11-yard play. If you could get 5 or 6 here, get you in a much more manageable 4th down situation.
Yeah, exactly. You have 2 downs to, work this ball up past that 1st down marker, and still a lot of time left on the clock. 9:35 here left in the first half of play. South Harrison up 21-0 as Cornett looking to pass as he rolls out to the near side, getting chased down, and he's just going to have to take the sack. Elijah Miller makes the play, and big negative loss for South Harrison.
And that
Loss
is
on the play brings up 4th down.
That is the issue when you try to go down the field that deep, that you've got to wait. Nothing comes open. And
at that point, you should probably just throw it away. But, he's
again, right, new to the position and trying to figure that out. Now,
something you learn along the way.
Looks like they're going to line up in punt formation for the first time.
That is 4th down and 20, so Cornett will come out to punt for the first time tonight. Good snap. And he'll boot this one away.
That about got out of our camera angle.
Looks like it went out of bounds.
Boy, he did. He got the coffin corner
the
about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, it's a really good punt, and that's going to pin Trenton back deep. They have to go 97 yards to put up a score here.
Yeah, so again, Trenton has not had great field position most of the night. They, I think, one time outside the 30 with 8.5 to go. Trenton does get their first stop, but they're going to have to go basically the length of the field if they want to score here. And in the shadow of your own end zone, probably not a place you maybe take chances to throw the ball. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here as Elijah Miller comes in motion. He'll hand this one off up the middle to Cooper Hauser, but not a lot going there.
Yeah,
gets maybe one.
Two out to the 5.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, at this point you probably just want to run the ball, try to at least get a little bit more comfortable.
Well, we mentioned the snaps on the punts. Also, they had a shotgun snap go over the head of the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's something in this position could end up a safety or even worse, a touchdown for the other team.
And Bradley Miller is going to keep it here as he's got a little bit of room there.
Bradley Miller with the quarterback keeper.
It's in maybe another 2 or 3, but it will bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. And so
looks like there's a Bulldog injured on the field. Can't quite see who it is.
Holding back of the leg, so we hope that's a situation where maybe it's a cramp and nothing more serious as the trainer comes out to check on him. We'll go ahead and step away, hear from one of our sponsors, be back after this commercial break.
It's time to crush your fitness goals at The Body Shop. Open 24 hours a day, this is your place to push harder, run faster, and get stronger. Hit the indoor track, pump it up with free weights and weight machines, or torch calories on our treadmills and ellipticals. Whatever your workout, we've got the gear. You bring the drive. The Body Shop, Bethany's 24/7 fitness center. No excuses, just results. Start your fitness journey today for a better tomorrow.
Okay, so it was defensive end and starting offensive tackle, Ethan Smith. And
yeah, you hope he's okay.
Yeah, a little more than a
big part of their defense.
A little more than a cramp as he's being helped off the field. And big Carson Nibel will come in, slide into a tackle spot, and they'll slide Ruger Johnson outside to an end spot here on a 3rd and 5.
A big 3rd down for Trenton here as Miller comes in motion. Bradley Miller's going to throw it. Nobody there, though. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and an obvious punting situation.
Yeah, and it was Joel McCall that was getting the pressure from that defensive tackle spot. So that'll bring up 4th down and force a punt. And again, you're going to be punting out of your own end zone here.
Yeah.
And so that is a precarious place. And again, we've seen a couple of bad snaps.
Yeah, if you're the center for Trenton, you want to make sure this is on, and it looks like a little bit wobbly there, but punter's going to get it off. Cornett looks like he's going to back off and let this one roll. And it'll be down, but South Harrison's going to have it in Trenton territory.
Yeah, and that's
47.
More good field position for an offense that
47-yard line. South Harrison takes over.
Has scored on every drive except one. And so it'll be interesting to see what South Harrison does here on the offensive line. As Smith, again, we mentioned the starting tackle. And South Harrison, I think, is going to get a timeout and figure out what they want to do. As Carson Nibel, I think, will come in. So 7:20 to go here in the first half. Homecoming night at South Harrison. CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here on Bulldog Sports TV. South Harrison with the 21-0 lead we'll go ahead and hear from our sponsors. Be back after this commercial break.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
All right, thanks again to all of our sponsors here on Bulldog Sports TV. Everyone watching and following along. We always love to hear where you're watching from. If you're out of the area, make sure to give us a wave or let us know you're watching night. 1st and 10, South Harrison will come out, and it'll be Carson Eibel out at the tackle spot. So the freshman comes in for Ethan Smith as he remains on the bench.
Cornett hands it off. Galloway, little stutter there. But looks like he's not really going to get any yards there. Brings up a second down.
And this
Maybe
is
inches.
one of those.
Short gain brings up second down.
Daniel Newton in on the stop from that DN spot. And so we'll go ahead and give him a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. And so we've seen this out of teams before, Andrew, with South Harrison's run game. Teams start creeping up. And they're still keep a couple safeties back, but those linebackers have been getting closer and closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you want to have a little bit of security in the backfield because we've seen South Harrison throw it. Is going to toss it to Galloway here, and not much going there either, so it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down by Elijah Miller.
Past couple drives for South Harrison hasn't had as much explosion. I know we saw that big pass play there, but they did end up having to punt it. But
yeah, just their running game, there hasn't been the flow in their running game these last 2 drives that we've seen before. And part of that, right, you always got to give it up to the defense. They are screaming out to the ball, and they got to Galloway quickly on that one, and he really didn't have any chance. He was bottled up outside and actually lost one to make it 3rd and 10.
Looks like a little bit of early movement there for the Bulldogs. I think it was Galloway. Would have been a false start.
Yeah, so that'll back them up. So it doesn't get any easier. 3rd and 15. Now, ultimately, if you're South Harrison, you've got the 21-0 lead, 5:50 to go here in the second quarter. You know you'll receive the ball to begin the second half. I mean, you'd obviously like to keep scoring, but South Harrison does have the luxury. They could play a little field position here. They don't have to try to throw it and do something. They could get 5 or 6 and then punt it away and see if they could pin Trenton back like they did last time.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here, as Coffey's going to be the lone back in the backfield. 2 receivers on the far side and Taggart here on the near side. Cornett just hands it off up the middle, and Coffey's only going to get about 2 there as they do a good job at stopping him. Big number
initial hit
62 there, Chase Foster on the
He gets a couple, but brings up 4th and 13. And so Jet Cornett will be back in punt formation for the Bulldogs.
And it's Cooper Hauser back there to receive this punt.
See if he can angle it away like he did last time.
It's going to be a spiral kick here, as Hauser's going to let that one go, but that still down around the 10. It's going to be a tough field position for Trenton.
Nice job by Cornett to pin him back.
South Harrison downs it.
Right about the 10 or just inside the 10.
The Trenton 10-yard line. Trenton Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
And so 4:52 to go. And that one kicked up, right? It's Ryder Cup time. That one kicked up like a 9-iron there.
Yeah.
Kind of hit and kicked up. I don't remember the last time I did that on a golf course, but Jet Cornett able to make it happen with a football.
So again, a tall task for Trenton, deep in their own territory, going up against the South Harrison defense. Elijah Miller is going to get the carry on the outside. He kind of slipped there, and then a hard hit by Case Morgan to lay him out there, but
brought down by number 18,
basically no gain there That'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second
Yeah,
down.
that's one of those 2nd and 10, 4.5 to go as the clock's moving. Andrew, I've never played the running back position. I was a backup quarterback and wide receiver when I did play football way back in the day in junior high. When your feet go to slip and there's a linebacker right there, that's no fun. And Case Morgan made him pay on that one.
Yeah, I was a running back and linebacker, so I've been in both of those positions. It's better to be in the linebacker position. As second down, he's going to hand this one off. It's like the Cooper Hauser, but just another good stop by that South Harrison front.
Yeah, was that Carson Nibel grabbed a hold of him in there.
Nibel's going to be getting a lot more playing time tonight. Remember, Ethan Smith still getting checked out on the sideline.
Yeah, they're
Brought down by number 7,
training staff at least
wrapping it up,
working on that left leg of Ethan Smith. So that at least gives you some hope. They haven't taken his helmet and given up on it. And so Carson Nibel, the freshman, out there is the play clock's coming down here for Trenton. See if they can get to the – they're going to go ahead and call timeout. They weren't able to get up to the line of scrimmage quick enough. And so 21-0 is the score, 3:24 to go. CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here on Bulldog Sports TV, live from Memorial Stadium on homecoming night. We'll step away, hear from one of our sponsors, be back after this commercial break.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here. Homecoming night at South Harrison. Beautiful evening. It'll be an extended halftime, and so 3:24 to go here in the first half, and a big 3rd down and 8, or 3rd and 7 here for the Trenton Bulldogs. They'll split 2 receivers out to either side and go empty shotgun.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for Trenton. And it's Elijah Miller in at quarterback, actually, but that's going to be incomplete. This was intended for Cooper Hauser.
Falls incomplete.
And 4th down, punting situation again.
Yeah, that pass. Those were just it would have been close, but I think still short. They're running just some little hook routes there, as South Harrison was giving up some yardage, just trying to make sure nothing gets deep, and bad snap there.
Another bad snap, but good job at the punter getting that away, and it'll take a good roll, so it ends up going pretty good for Trenton, but man, another shaky snap.
Yeah. And one thing I've never done, I've never been a punter, and back there and you get the snap, you're just trying to get something off. South Harrison, though, Andrew, we mentioned
27-yard line.
They get the ball to start the second half. They've been bottled up their last couple of drives.
Yeah.
But if they can score here with 3:10, that would be huge momentum as this game has kind of grown a little stagnant offensively on both sides. Trenton's really never been able to get a whole lot going. They were able to move the chains once, but South Harrison offense needs to find that spark again.
Yeah, the Trenton defense has been able to stop that run game, or at least slow it down these past few drives. Guys like Daniel Newton in there making plays. We'll see what South Harrison offense can put together here as Craig Coffey gets it, but again, good stop by the Trenton defense as he only gets about 3.
Hand off up the middle to Craig Coffey.
Yeah, so Coffey.
Short gain brings up 2nd down.
And that was the play that that lead play we've talked about, but they kind of reversed it that time. That time Galloway led up into the hole, and it was Coffey on the follow. South Harrison has struggled getting the ball outside to run. See if they come back with maybe a counter or something inside as they're right at midfield.
Cornett gives it to Galloway. Getting a little bit of hesitation as he breaks a few tackles there. I think he might have hurdled someone, but good pickup there. And that'll be a late flag. We'll see what that is.
We'll check that, but he But I thought he had a hole on that initial, and he kind of paused behind the lineman that was out there. It's going to be a personal foul face mask. So South Harrison was going to be about a 3rd and 3. Will now have 1st and 10 after the penalty. So second penalty that is giving up a first down for the Trenton Bulldogs against South Harrison here, as we'll walk all the way down to the 31-yard line.
And for Trenton, you want to try this game, it's not impossible to get back in this, but, the offense has been seemingly lifeless. But you really want to stop South Harrison from scoring right before half here, because they are going to get the ball, like we said, after half. So, they're going to hand it off to Coffee. It's a nice pickup for maybe 5. 2 minutes remaining.
Short gain on the
play. Yeah, and that's one of those gain of 4. So back in kind of plus territory there on the run game for South Harrison, as they'd been bottled up and have been going either no gain or 1, 2, or 3. And so if you can get 4 on a run, right, you do that 3 times, obviously you're going to get first downs. See if South Harrison continues to feed Coffee on that blast play inside.
Coffee Galloway in the backfield. 2nd down, Cornett hands it off to Coffee as he fights forward to get near the first down marker. It'll be about a yard shy. So it's third,
number 55,
maybe maybe 3 yards shy.
Short gain brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, so, but again, you're in 3rd and 3. So as long as you don't do, this is where South Harrison got in a little trouble when they had kind of that 3rd and long, they tried the pass, got sacked, and then got in 4th and forever.
Yeah.
This is where maybe South Harrison just decides to keep it on the ground and set up the possibility of a 4th down play.
Yeah, now we're under a minute left, so time's kind of running out here for South Harrison. Might have to start looking to pass the ball, and Cornett might be a little – a good move there by Cornett. He had the option to make that pitch. Looks like he decided to keep it, and it is a first down.
That'll be good for a Bulldog.
That'll be a timeout as well for South Harrison, 38.7.
South Harrison.
And that's one of those plays. Cornett faked out the cameraman, on that one, because he has not done that to this point. Where, I mean, there's been a little play action last week, but as far as what almost looked like a true option play, Andrew, we really haven't seen that.
Yeah.
And that's what Cornett did, and he's able to get the first down. So South Harrison, from a strategic standpoint, did use a timeout when Ethan Smith got injured to try to figure out how that substitution pattern looked. So now they're down to just 1 timeout with 38.7, and the ball – 1st and 10 on the 18. And so if you're South Harrison, you need to probably call a couple plays here so you can come right up to the line of scrimmage and run the second one and try to save that timeout.
Yeah, and South Harrison, we know they've been in this situation before. Obviously, a couple weeks ago, they had 10 seconds left. They either kicked a field goal, they decided to go for it, they got the touchdown. So they got a few plays up their sleeve, I do believe. We'll see how this pans out down here in the red zone.
And this is one of those, right, with the 21-0 lead, see if they go conservative, knowing they're going to get the ball back, or see if they pull something out of their bag of tricks, and they've got trips left.
Yeah, Cornett in the gun, Galloway to his left. On first down, he's looking to pass. Looks like he was going to go Coffee, doesn't decide to, throws it to Kill Taggart. That should have been caught. Incomplete, though. We'll stop the clock with 32 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd down.
Cornett did have a long time to look at the field. It's almost one of those, not that you would plan it, Andrew, but if Taggart could have just tapped the ball back to Craig Coffey, who was there, almost a little hook and ladder type thing, that could have been huge. I think Taggart, part of the reason he didn't come up with it, I think he was worried about his feet, trying to stay in bounds on that one.
So here we go on 2nd down, 32 seconds remaining. Cornett, a little play action here, rolls out to his near side. He's going to, nice little pass, looks like it was Eckerson.
Complete.
And
Camden Eckerson.
he's out of bounds as well, so that stops the clock.
Yeah, and that was
gain brings up third down.
Good little touch on the ball for Cornett.
3rd and 2. And so Eckerson was able to get out of bounds, which is huge for the Bulldogs. Preserves that timeout and gives them another chance. 25.2 on the clock. So we'll widen our shot out a little bit here.
So Cornett lines up under center. Coffee Galloway in the backfield. He's going to do that same play, it looks like, but he's going to little throw around to wide open Mason Galloway, and he's going to walk right into the end zone. Beautiful play drawn up for South Harrison as Galloway scores the touchdown and makes this a 27-0 game.
And that's one of those, Andrew, sometimes you run a couple plays to set up another play, right? They roll out left, then they roll out left a third time, and it's the throwback to the right. Yeah. Everyone had been flooding the left side, but that time they throw it back right, and Galloway just able to gallop in on the perfect pass from Cornett.
Yeah, and that's just experienced play calling by Coach Schoening. As Cornett is going to put this one through. It is 28-0 here in homecoming for the South Harrison Bulldogs. 15 seconds remaining, and they get the ball after half.
All right, we'll be back for the kickoff after this commercial break.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here as we get ready for the kickoff after the touchdown for South Harrison, able to beat the clock, get the score, and now just 15.9 on the clock. So if you're South Harrison, be interesting here. They have kicked it away. They've covered it decently, but it'll be interesting to see if South Harrison decides just to kick this one on the ground and to cover it. All right, Regina Long, Mason Galloway's grandma, watching, able to watch that touchdown. Welcoming Coach Corbett's family watching as well.
So Cornett, he is going to kick this one low. Little squib, and Hauser's going to have a tough time picking it up. He will, though. And he's got a hole here as he breaks free. Cornett might be the last guy, and they storm into South Harrison territory. Only 6 seconds remaining, but
Cooper Hauser on the return, tripped up
still
by Jet Cornett.
Positive play there, and South
Trenton
Harrison coverage couldn't quite get to him.
Yeah, that's one of those, right, worst-case scenario, Andrew, that you give up something on special teams, and with 6.6 now on the clock, I would assume you'll see South Harrison some sort of prevent here and then see if they can get the defense loose to do something. And we are looking out. Ethan Smith was out there offensively. Now he's back out defensively at that defensive end spot after that injury to his left leg.
All right, so Bradley Miller in the gun for Trenton as he's dropping back to pass. He's going to throw this one up in the air to Elijah Miller. Miller hauls it in, and he's going to roll into the end zone. Trenton with a surprising touchdown. It's not like South Harrison thought it was halftime already. But that kind of sucks a little bit of life out of you if you're the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, and that's just one of those, if you're a defensive back, right, sometimes you get in that situation with that amount of time, now no time left on the clock. You're trying to make a play on the ball. You're probably better off just making a play on the player there and just say, okay, it's okay if he catches it. I've just got to make the tackle. You go up to make a play on the ball. And, again, you throw it up to a big receiver like that. And he's able to go get it and
put it through. So that'll be halftime. It's 28-7. South Harrison, the dominant first half performance.
Yeah, so South Harrison loses a little bit of that momentum, but still have the big score here. Welcome in Jeremy Fenimore to Bulldog Sports TV. Susie Fuert watching as well. So it's going to be an extended halftime. We're going to step away for a word from some of our sponsors, and then we'll be back with our halftime show brought to you by O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Covering. So let's take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon, we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
At Petty John Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
This is your Bulldog Sports TV halftime show, sponsored by O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings in Bethany. Quality and service with you in mind. Now let's join CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here. We'll do a little picture-in-picture as the band getting ready to perform at halftime. And so, Andrew, 28-7 South Harrison, and for the most part, it's been, let me adjust the camera just a moment. We'll widen out the shot. And it's been mainly South Harrison, but the one big play right before half gets Trenton on the board. And so South Harrison gets the ball to begin the second half. They start, they get a stop defensively, Andrew. They get great field position, score fairly easily.
Yep.
Right after the interception. Get great field position again on a bad snap for the punter, score fairly easily. Then things got just a little bit tougher for South Harrison offensively against that Trenton defense.
Yeah, Trenton was able to slow down the run game decently well there after the explosive start to the game for South Harrison. But, still scored a touchdown after that. A couple of missed opportunities. We had to punt, and then but that throw around there to Mason Galloway, good setup, like we said. Basically the same play before. They just decided to throw it back to Galloway there. Just really good play calling by Chris Schoening, and it was 28-0. Then you guys all saw it with about 6 seconds left. Big kick return there, and then throw down the field to Elijah Miller. So South Harrison, you're still in a really good position. It's 28-7, but I'm sure they're getting an earful. South Harrison is, by Coach Coffey and the special teams players there. You can't let that up, especially right before halftime. But no need to panic for South Harrison. Just keep on doing what you're doing all night long. Keep running it down their throat, and I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, and it becomes one of those, right? Trenton got just a little bit of spark on the special teams. South Harrison kicked it away and covered decently.
Yeah.
They tried to kick it on the ground, and just the coverage team fell apart a little bit. And then once Trenton got that, it gave them the ability to try to score that touchdown.
Yeah.
Whereas if you stop them back on the other side of the 50, they may just kneel on it and go in. But the field position opened up the playbook for Coach Hickson and that Trenton team. And then they were able to make South Harrison pay. And that's been a little bit of an Achilles heel, has been the pass coverage for South Harrison. They did have guys in coverage there, but there have been sometimes some misassignments and some guys coming open, and it cost them 7 there after they got the touchdown, the extra point.
Yeah, you just got to know the situation at that point. It's like there's no time left on the clock. Play you can let him catch it. Just make sure to make the tackle. You don't have to go for the interception or anything on that. But, they'll learn from that. 21-point lead. But Trenton, they haven't had life all game, and now they have a little bit of spark of momentum. We'll see if they can maybe slow down South Harrison, keep slowing down that run game. And I'm interested to see if they'll pass it more since they did have success on that pass there.
Well, and on that pass, right, it was to Elijah Miller, who'll play some running back, some tight end. He was in the slot a couple times, and he's a big kid. He's I don't know, he's probably well over 6 foot. We don't have him listed here, but probably 6'3", 6'4", and then has some size on him. And that's a tough matchup for some of South Harrison's linebackers or defensive backs, just from a size standpoint. And that was one of those, it wasn't necessarily a great pass. They threw it up. He went and made the play, and then he had the size to kind of shrug off the South Harrison defenders and make it into the end zone. And so, Andrew, you come out South Harrison. You need to establish the run game again. They'd been bottled up, found a little bit of life that last time, but then because of the time on the clock, they went to the air a little more. Make sure you're opening up holes for Cray Coffey and Mason Galloway, because not only will you be able to move the chains, possibly put the ball in the end zone, but you can work this clock here on homecoming night to try to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, and, rules and Misha, if you're up 35, there's a running clock, so you want to do that and try to escape with another blowout win this week. And we've held Marceline to 7 points, Scotland County to 8. If you could shut out Trenton in the second half, hold Trenton to 7 points, that's still really good.
Well, and I think, right, we're being a little critical of South Harrison by giving up the touchdown.
Yeah.
Still, Trenton's only really had 2 plays I can remember offensively that it did anything. They had the one run that got about 12 yards for a first down, and then that play.
Yeah.
And so if you can go through a whole half of football, Andrew, and you only give up really 2 significant offensive plays, you're still doing pretty well defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to hang your head on that. It's kind of recency bias. It just happened right there, so it seems like it's maybe a little bit more bigger deal than it actually is. But as long as the offense keeps rolling how it does, Mason Galloway has 3 touchdowns tonight, 1 interception. He's having a heck of a performance here on his final homecoming night of his career, and I expect Cray Coffey to kind of light it up. I feel like last week, Scotland County, Cray Coffey had a good first half, Galloway second half. Sometimes it seems like they switch back and forth a little bit.
Well, and I think the thing also, Andrew, that run game, Trenton has a decent-sized offensive defensive line, but that run game for South Harrison, it's a cumulative effect, meaning, look, Mason Galloway, he's not as big as Cray Coffey, but he's a decent-sized running back with speed. He runs hard. Cray Coffey, with his size, runs hard. You just keep tackling those guys at some point. And we saw it last week. You and I watched the highlights as the South Harrison marching band making their way off the field. We watched it last week. There were a couple of plays late where the Scotland County defense didn't even want to tackle Cray Coffey or our running backs. That they're just like, okay, I'm tired of getting beat and hit on.
Yeah.
As we get ready for a performance by the South Harrison dance team getting ready to come out. And again, it's homecoming, so an extended halftime. As they're coming out, Andrew, let me give you a score update.
Yeah.
So it is at Putnam County, Brookfield at Putnam County, and they are at half as well. 7-0 Putnam County lead.
Wow.
So a very close game there at over in Unionville, Putnam County. And looking, see if I can see when that score happened. So Putnam scored with 4:54 left in the first, so no one has scored through the last about fourth of the first quarter and then the entire second quarter. And so that game's been going back and forth, and that's a game, obviously, South Harrison, that could benefit South Harrison. Brookfield could find a way to come back and do something there.
Yeah, a lot of GRC implications there.
Another score. It's not a conference game, but Gallatin is playing Westran, and that's tied at 14. And let's see if I can get an update on that. Actually, now Gallatin up 21-14. And I think, see if I can find any other.
So Gallatin, if they win tonight, I think they'd be 4-1. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's another team that's up in that upper half of the Grand River Conference. I don't see any other scores listed here yet. And so, homecoming night, 28-7 lead. If nothing else, Andrew, and you've played for this coaching staff, at least a good portion of this coaching staff with Coach Schoening and Coach Coffey. If nothing else, giving up that kickoff and the late score, look, it's homecoming. The kids have been doing floats and everything all week, coronation. Gives the coaches something to go in and make a point at halftime so you come out with a little fire in your belly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure they're not talking too much about what they did good in that half. They expect a perfect game to go out there, and they know what you're capable of. This is a very good football team. They have what it takes to, go pretty far in districts, I'd say, and compete for that district championship. And the coaches know that. They want perfection, that's what it takes. You want to win on homecoming. You can't let up plays like that. Trenton, they got a fire in their belly. We've seen them make some miraculous plays, and who says they can't do that in the second half? You can't get too comfortable here. This is a big matchup. You need to come out with the W here. So you're up 21.
All right, we're going to go ahead and step away, hear from some more of our sponsors, be back for more of the O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings halftime show after this commercial break.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com. Member FDIC.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nopal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nopal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nopal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Have friends or family coming to Bethany? Give them a home away from home at Hidden Acres Cabin Rentals. In the rolling hills of Bethany, our cozy cabins start at $140 a night and include everything guests need to relax: private space, modern amenities, and a peaceful country setting. Book a cabin today at hiddenacrescabinrentals.com or call 660-373-9927. Hidden Acres Cabins. Comfort for your guests, just minutes from you.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. For each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot Debit Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
All right, see if Rainey Andrew Sweat here, and we'll go ahead and just switch to this camera, get rid of our little picture-in-picture as nothing going on the football field right now. So, Andrew, 28-7 is your South Harrison lead. We talked about establishing the run. Part of it has been that Trenton defense has been flowing to the football, but South Harrison, I'm sure Coach Schoening, Coach Coffey making a point with their offensive linemen. Hey, look, we've got to maintain our blocks because we don't have the holes we've had the last couple of weeks here, and we need to make sure we're giving our guys that are running the ball everything they can get to be able to get some positive yards out of it.
Yeah, and something to look out for. Obviously, Ethan Smith went down with that injury. Couldn't quite tell, something with his leg or his ankle. Looks like athletic trainer Guernsey maybe got him fixed up. He went back out there late in that second quarter. We saw Carson Nibel go in there for a little bit, play on the line, and the D-line. But hopefully Ethan Smith probably won't be 100%, but hopefully he can stay out there because he is a big impact player on that defense and that offense. So that's going to be a thing to watch out for here in the second half.
No, and it becomes one of those things, if you're South Harrison, you've got to come out and you just have to execute.
Yeah.
Right? Execution's important. And, you're looking ahead, right? So next week we'll be down at Maysville. And speaking of Maysville, I do not have a score for Maysville, but I do have at the half, Polo leads Milan 14-7. So there's another conference score. And let me see if I got any other updates. That's it. But we'll be down at Maysville next week. So if you're South Harrison, you want to finish this off. Look, in the old days, Andrew, at least in Albany where I grew up, you had the homecoming dance after the football game. Right, it was on Friday night.
Yeah.
You went up and showered and went home changed, and then you went right to the dance. If you lost the homecoming football game, that dance was no fun. At least here, the dance waits till Saturday.
Yeah.
But still, I'm sure if you experienced, and I know you did because your freshman year was a tough year, where you lose homecoming game and then you've got the dance the next night.
Yeah.
It does. You just don't feel like going out and dancing and doing those things and having fun, getting your picture taken.
Mm-hmm.
South Harrison isn't necessarily at a place where we fear them losing this game, but you still want to finish this second half strong and have something to go into the weekend and next week at practice positive.
No, yeah, and that's when that's why usually when the people who make the schedules, they want to maybe put the less talented teams of that year on your homecoming week. Obviously, we didn't know that with Trenton. We expected them to maybe, they played competitive with us last year, so it could have been a good game. Still might be, but like Mizzou has their homecoming tomorrow. They're taking on UMass. That's an automatic W. You just want to celebrate the win and have the joy of homecoming. But South Harrison, they have a good chance to do that tonight if they can keep this lead.
All right, so we'll step away, be back for more of our O'Neill's Home Furnishings Floor Coverings halftime show after this commercial break.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
United Country Nelson Real Estate is your trusted place to go when looking to buy or sell. Licensed in 3 states, our team of experienced agents is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a home in town, wide open farmland, hunting and recreational property, or that perfect piece of land to call your own. With United Country Nelson Real Estate, you get the best of both worlds. Personal hometown service backed by nationwide exposure. Find us online at nelsonsoldit.com, and remember, no one knows the country like we do.
It's time to crush your fitness goals at The Body Shop. Open 24 hours a day, this is your place to push harder, run faster, and get stronger. Hit the indoor track, pump it up with free weights and weight machines, or torch calories on our treadmills and ellipticals. Whatever your workout, we've got the gear. You bring the drive. The Body Shop, Bethany's 24/7 fitness center. No excuses, just results. Start your fitness journey today for a better tomorrow.
All right, so if Rainey back here is the teams getting ready to take the field again. I want to take a moment to, number one, thank our sponsors, O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings, sponsoring our halftime show. And want to list the rest of our sponsors as well. O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings, Harrison County Community Hospital, Little Claire's Garden, Green Hills Insurance, Petty John Auto Center, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, the Bethany Rotary Club, Bethany Building Center, United Country Real Estate, Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, El Nopal Authentic Mexican Food, BTC Bank, Hidden Acres Cabins, Bethany Fuel Depot, and then a couple of new sponsors have joined us here mid-season. Shelter Insurance, Shane Jones in Bethany for Auto, Home, and Life, and then also the Body Shop, 24-hour fitness center. We appreciate their coming on board to help sponsor, and we're working to get our Shelter Insurance ad produced. We were able to get the Body Shop get that ad put together in short time. And so we appreciate everyone's support. If you are a local business and you would like to be one of our sponsors, it's a great way to reach potential customers, promote South Harrison Athletics. You can send me an email at cf.rainey@bulldogsportstv.com. You can send us a message on Facebook. But here are the numbers. So if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, you say, well, what do I get if I'm a sponsor? Well, you get most games at least 2 30-second ads played. And we've already played 2 30-second ads for each of our sponsors tonight. And we have reached, since we began late last spring, and we just did a couple of test games, and those weren't even on our channel, but so just what we were able to do, 116,807 total page views. That's before we started tonight. 95% of our audience is in Northwest Missouri. What's that mean? If you're a local business, you've got a big chunk of your audience right here in the area, most of it in Harrison County. Also, we reach into a couple other places here in Northwest Missouri. We've had almost 3,000 total interactions with our content. We've added 251 new followers just in the last few weeks. And then on our YouTube channel, we've got almost 1,400 total views. And we're now easily over 400 total hours of content watched. So not only are people tuning in, they're spending time watching, which means they're going to be able to see your commercial, see information about your business. And we would love to have you come and be a part of that. Again, you can send me an email, cf.rainey@bulldogsportstv.com. We also have family sponsorships, and that is $20 throughout the year. And these are our family sponsors, Brian and Mary Quinley, Randall and Barbara Axton, Daryl Quinley, Lois Kavanaugh, Grace Lawrence and Daniel Payne, Matt and Carrie Johnson, Thomas and Carlin Hudelmeyer, Jason and Vanessa Taggart, Pat and Candy Haffey, Jeff and Tiffany Botcher, Larry and Brenna Holmes, Eric and Kathy Sweat, as well as Dave and Pat Barnett, Aaron and Danielle Fitzpatrick, Jack and Kelsey McCall, Andrew and Shyla Calloway, Cephas and Ingrid Panamogan, Brandon and Ollie Pulse, Chris and Courtney Schoening, Brian and Krista Corbett, Patrick and Melissa Miller, Michael and Jess Estes, Paul Barone, also Dick and Roberta Smith, Keith and Rhonda Deskin, Shirley McKinney, Eric and BG Coffee, Kale and Tori Watson, Michael and Shelby Burrows, Nate and Aaron Wagler, Robert and Rochelle Weller, Bill and Christy Clark, Justin and Wendy Johnson, Roy and Janet Plackenmeyer, also Nick and Heather Fitzgerald, and Charles Hoover. So if you would like to be a family sponsor, there's the information right there. $20 for the SCAR equipment and our mobile internet costs that go on when we're away from home or at softball fields or baseball fields. We so appreciate the support everyone has given us, and we've heard nothing but positive support. And a big thanks again to all those families and businesses that help sponsor Bulldog Sports TV. And so we'll get ready for the kickoff here after the O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings halftime show. We'll step away, be back for more after this commercial break.
Green Hills Insurance, LLC of Bethany is a locally owned and operated independent insurance agency providing coverage since 1996. They're licensed to operate in Missouri, Iowa, and Kansas, offering competitive rates with top carriers. They can insure a wide variety of risks, including home, farm, auto, boats, RVs, equipment, business owners, commercial buildings, bonds, and more. Located on the south side of the square in Bethany, stop by or give them a call at 660-425-7900. At Green Hills Insurance, if you need it insured, they've got you covered.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here as we get ready for the second half kickoff, Andrew. And South Harrison with that big 28-7 lead. I also want to mention, as we get ready to start the third quarter here, I want to mention not only do we stream games, we have coaching interviews that we have on throughout the week, both with head varsity football coach Chris Schoening. Those usually air on Friday mornings. Varsity softball coach Aaron Fitzpatrick, we put those on Thursday mornings. South Harrison softball, Andrew, just secured Grand River Conference Championship. They still have one conference game to go, but they have secured the championship as we get ready for kickoff here.
Here we go. There's a good kick as Taggart's going to take this one out. And Kale going to be taken down.
Cale Taggart on the return.
And he gets out.
Takes it out to the South Harrison 29-yard line.
Near the 30s, so just inside the 30s. South Harrison have okay field position. They've had a lot of good field position throughout the game. And so I mentioned South Harrison softball secured the conference championship. Will be live from Memorial Field on Monday. Tomorrow, South Harrison varsity cheerleaders will be competing in regionals down in Liberty. We interviewed a couple of their cheer captains, including my daughter, Lucy Rainey, and Captain Julie Flores.
Yeah, go cheer team. And Coffee is going to start this half off with a run up the middle. Good, solid, strong run. It's going to be a couple yards short. Looks like maybe 3 of that first down marker brings up a second down.
Yeah, and there was a nice push that time by the interior of that offensive line, center Tegan Alexander, and then your guards in there. And
you can see Ethan Smith still in the game here.
Joel McCall, Nick Mars, so they got a good push there in the middle to make this second and short.
Eckerson comes in motion. Hand off to Coffee. Probably going to be enough for the first down, and it will be. After the short pickup. So South Harrison moves the chains.
And needed 3, got about 4. And again, that goes to, Coffee. He's a long running back, probably around 6'2" or so. And he's good at once he gets contact, especially contact below the waist, that he gets that nice lean and able to pick up maybe an extra yard or so.
That's a tall task to take down big Cray Coffee as they line up in the 3-point stance here on first down. He's going to hand it off to Galloway. It looked like he had some momentum there, but taken down, good tackle. It's number 11, Elijah Miller.
Yeah, Miller's played well from that linebacker spot.
Yeah, he's one of the seniors on this Trenton team. He, obviously had the big catch there. He's had a few good plays for them tonight. They'll really need him to step it up if they want to get back in this ball game.
And we'll see if South Harrison stays on the ground here out of the shotgun.
And 2nd and 8. And they will as Coffee takes it. Another short gain there.
So got about 3, I think, there.
Number 55, Barrett Clark. Good gain on the play, brings up 3rd down.
Actually, we'll call it 4, so third and 4 here. And Andrew, you think this is the place if South Harrison, as long as they get something positive, uses this as 4-down territory?
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely the case, especially if it's, 3 or less yards. But we'll see what they do here as Cornett will hand it off to Coffee, and that might be just the case. It will be a 4th down.
Initial hit by number 64, Rick Whitney.
Yeah, just got a yard there.
Brings up 4th down.
So 4th and 3 here for South Harrison, and Trenton's going to drop someone back. I don't know.
Might have to run back up. I think they're going to go for it here.
If I'm South Harrison with the lead and the way their defense is played minus 1 play, I'd go for it. And it looks like they're going to come up. And
it might be a different story if, their defense wasn't playing well, but they're going to hand it off to Coffee, and he's easily got the first down. So good play call by Schoening as they move it past the 45 into Trenton territory.
Well, and Andrew, I think on that one thing that helped South Harrison, they went quick on the snap count there, and I think they caught Trenton a little off guard.
Yeah, because Trenton, like you said, they had that guy back, and he had to run back up and kind of get situated.
So the quick snap count, good positive yards for South Harrison.
So first down and 10, the Trenton 43. Galloway goes in motion. That fake toss there. Going to hand it off to Brendan Hoover, who puts his head down.
Brendan Hoover.
Instead of trying to make the juke there, you got to respect that. Good carry. Gets maybe 8.
Yeah, nice carry
Run
there
down by number 9.
by Hoover. And he had
Jacob White.
a big run on a similar play last week. And it was just a hustle play by a defender from Scotland County, able to strip him right before he scores the touchdown.
Yep.
But he's got speed, and coming off an injury from early in the season, we haven't seen a lot of him, and see if we see a little more of him here.
Second down and short. Cornett hands it off to Big Craig Coffee up the middle. Another strong run as he will be down at the 30-yard line.
And again, you start to get to this point where Coffee starts to make those little side steps. And then once he gets ahead of steam going, again, he's a big running back. He gets ahead of steam going. It's difficult for those smaller defensive backs to come up and make that stop.
Yeah. So 7:20 remaining. As South Harrison is methodically moving the ball down the field. First down and 10 from the Trenton 30. Play action. Cornett throws it, just going to get rid of it there. And complete. Bring up a second down and 10.
Check Cornett.
Well, that is something you've got to learn as a quarterback. If it's not there, right, 2nd and 10 is a whole lot better than 2nd and 17.
Yep.
If you end up taking the sack, and that did happen to South Harrison earlier.
And
so
when you're an athletic quarterback like Jet Cornett, it's tempting not to try to take off there, but smart move just to get rid of that.
I assume we'll see it back on the ground here with Cornett under center.
And they're going to do that toss, that rocket play to Galloway, but good pursuit there. That was number 9, Jacob White, the junior, with the tackle, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and long for South Harrison.
Yeah. Loss of it, and South Harrison has not got much on that rocket tonight. And it's been those defensive backs coming downhill, and South Harrison not able to get the blocks on the perimeter that they have before. So obviously Trenton, in watching film, has really made that a point of emphasis to try to stop that outside pitch play.
So from the 31, it's 3rd down, about 11, as he'll hand it off. But there's a flag.
There is a flag on the play.
I saw maybe an offsides.
Yeah, and that came right at the snap, so it's either someone wasn't lined up right on either side. We'll wait the call. And it's just a sideline warning against Trenton, so there'll be no penalty the first time that's.
It is a sideline warning on Trenton.
So if it would happen again, then correct, that would be a penalty?
I believe so.
I don't know. High school rules are crazy, so. So we'll go with where the ball was down. So it'll end up being 4th, yeah, so they'll go ahead and reset the play clock. So we'll get everything squared away here. So there was gain there. 4th and 7 now for South Harrison.
So 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Cornett looking to pass on 4th down. He'll throw it to Coffee, connects, but he's going to be short. There's another flag.
There's a flag on the play.
I think it's going to be short, but we'll check that flag. Looks like he was stopped. I don't know. Is that short of the 20, Andrew? I don't have a great angle on it. They needed to reach the 20. We'll go ahead and bring the camera back here to the official.
Looks like it's
going to be a South Harrison penalty, and
won't really matter.
I mean, if you're Trenton, you decline it, right?
Yeah,
if it's
be a turnover.
Short. So maybe, well, they're going to talk about it here.
Holding on South Harrison.
So it must have been a first down in that instance.
That's a
Didn't
10-yard
quite look
penalty.
like a first down, but
Remains 4th down.
So
they are
4th and
gonna
17 here.
punt, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to go on punt
Although
formation
Trent doesn't
here.
have a man back. Looks like Cooper Hauser's.
Now, there's no one covering the outside guy, and you've got a quarterback.
Yeah, I think Cornette might have saw
Well,
that.
he almost.
He's going to decide to kick it there, but good awareness there. This one is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Honestly, I think that's one, if Cornette would have taken off, he might have had a lot of room out there to run.
Trenton will start their drive at their own 20-yard line.
But he ends up punting away, and it'll come out to the 20. And so South Harrison, the drive stalls out. 5.5 to go, though. They were able to use a good chunk of that third quarter there, Andrew.
Yeah. So now for Trenton, we'll see if they decide to pass it a bit more since they did have success. It's Bradley Miller in at quarterback. And Cooper Hauser on the rush here, but he's just swallowed up. Nothing going, and that's been a common theme for the Trenton offense tonight.
Yeah, loss of the play, and it was that outside linebacker, Gage Barclay, the first to get there. He didn't make the play, but he turned it in, and there was Big Ruger Johnson and I think Ethan Smith in there to finish it off. And again, when you're that outside contained guy, you've got to make sure you turn everything back into the rest of your team, and Barclay did a good job there.
So 2nd down for Trenton. Going to do a toss to Elijah Miller, and he is tackled by Ethan Smith. Looks like he's moving just fine out there. Bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, Smith, and I think Jet Cornette was back there as well. Gain of 1.
No gain on the play. That brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and long here for Trenton. Their back almost knows the ball on the 20. They'll split 2 out to the either side here of the formation and go empty.
And it looks like they're passing. It's Elijah Miller in at quarterback. He's going to throw this one deep down the field looking for Cooper Hauser, and he intercepted, Jet Cornette is going to decide to return this one. And he's down past the 40. I thought that one was caught, but Cornette swooped it.
Yeah, and that's one of those.
South Harrison takes over.
Cornette was playing the ball all along.
Yeah.
Yard line.
And you can see as you watch that interception, Cornette, right, he is a basketball player. He goes up and high points that and comes down with it. And so big turnover for South Harrison. Ends up a bit like a punt for Trenton. Yeah. I mean, South Harrison gets it in decent field position, but they're still going to have to go 38 to be able to score here.
Kind of in the same situation you were just a few minutes ago for the Bulldogs. This time you need to capitalize, march it down the field, and punch in another score here. As Cornette, who just got the interception, lines up at quarterback under center. He's going to hand it off. Craig Coffey up the middle, and he's got a bolting run past the 1st down marker near the 20. It's just what they needed.
That's a gain of, I think, about 16 or so there. And, boy, Craig Coffey is just leaving white jerseys laying on the ground there, Andrew.
He's running angry.
As he was running through the back half of that defense. And South Harrison over the years has had some running backs that have some size on them, and Craig Coffey another in that lineage.
Eckerson going to come in motion and do a toss out to Galloway. Good block out there by Eckerson. He took on the cornerback, and it's one of the first times we've seen that play have some success tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned, and
play brings up 2nd down.
And that's a play. It's only going to be 2nd and 1, so gain of 9. You mentioned that's a play you ran when you were in high school as far as a team. and it's got to be blocked on the edge. And you mentioned Eckerson out there did a good job of getting that block.
Yep. So 2nd down and short as the Bulldogs offense. And again, a little rhythm here. This time Galloway comes in motion, hands it off to Coffee up the middle. 1st down. Inside the 10.
That'll be good for a Bulldog.
Yeah, that's going to be inside the 10. Where are we at? About the 7 or 8 yard line.
Yeah, looks like about the 7.
So let's see if we get a steady diet at number 49 here after that 1st down run.
It'll be Galloway. He stopped, though. It's maybe a yard.
Yeah, so gain of 1 on that little counter kind of crossbuck play.
Short gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So again, we've went through almost this entire 3rd quarter, Andrew, and nobody scored. A minute and a half to go. Clock running as Brendan Hoover brings the play in from the sideline.
South Harrison been on a bit of a scoring drought. If they can punch this one in here, they'd be feeling pretty nice. This is 2nd and 6. Coffee runs it in. Touchdown, South Harrison. And he gets his 2nd touchdown of the night, as that'll bring your score to 34-7. Bulldogs of South Harrison on top.
Yeah, and again, it's that, right, he doesn't have a lot of movement, but it's just that little one step to one side or the other, that time to his left, and then he's able to step over a defensive player down around his ankles and then just cruise into the end zone.
Cornett, the PAT, it is up, and it is good. So 35-7, South Harrison extends their lead with 1:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Hi, this is Rhonda from Little Clara's Garden. Bulldog fans, nothing says victory like the beauty of fresh flowers. Little Clara's Garden is your hometown flower shop, proudly supporting the South Harrison Bulldogs. From game day spirit bouquets, balloons, and gifts for every occasion, we've got the perfect gift to brighten your day. Stop by Little Clara's Garden, where every arrangement is made with love, just like our Bulldogs play with heart. Little Clara's Garden, growing community, one bouquet at a time.
Bethany Building Center is your locally owned source for quality building supplies, lumber, hardware, plumbing, and electrical needs. Whether you're starting new construction, tackling a remodel, or putting up a pole barn or shed, our team is here to help. We're proud to carry a full line of steel power equipment, including trimmers, chainsaws, and pressure washers, as well as trusted power tools from top brands like Milwaukee and DeWalt. Bethany Building Center, everything for the builder and the do-it-yourselfer.
All right, welcome everyone back here. South Harrison now with the 35-7 lead. Minute 14 to go in the 3rd. I want to remind everyone we stream these games on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to get it on your big screen, you can also put it on that YouTube channel. Either way, we're glad you're tuned in, excited to be with you here on homecoming night.
Cornett kicks it off. There's a flag, though. Looks like the South Harrison Bulldogs maybe went a little bit too early.
Yeah, so offsides there. And we'll do it again.
So yeah, just a minute left in this 3rd quarter. South Harrison pretty comfortable lead here.
Yeah, and again, for the most part, Trenton has not had, I mean, they have scored, but they really haven't put together a drive where they've been able to string together first downs and really wear down that South Harrison defense.
A tough sledding the Trenton Bulldog offense tonight. And we'll try it again. As Cornett kicks this line drive. Returned by number 9. Decent carry there. He's up to about the 40-yard line.
We'd like to give a big shout out to
I think
Fireworks World for supplying
Jagger Campbell again on the stop. He's had a couple special teams tackles tonight for South Harrison.
Yeah.
Brendan Hoover coming off a little slow, talking to one of the officials. So decent field position here for Trenton. They'll go wing left and split 2 guys out right.
So again, Bradley Miller in at quarterback. And he kind of fumbles the snap there. He gets on it. He dives forward for half a yard. Brings him second down.
Yeah, that's one of those. You're under center. You want to make sure you come away cleanly with the snap. And so Trenton at least retains possession and gets something positive there.
Got Twins. They're in the near side. Hands it off. Hauser. Again, not much. It's a yard.
South Harrison defense has done a good job of bottling up. We'll call it 3rd and 6. But South Harrison defensive line, as well as that linebackers, that front 8 have done a great job of keeping everything in front of them. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Here we'll come back for, it'll be 3rd and 6 for Trenton when we come back. We'll step away after we hear from our sponsors. Be back for more after this.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
Harrison County Community Hospital, your trusted hometown healthcare provider. We're here for you with a 24-hour emergency department, inpatient and outpatient care, and a full range of health services. Our primary care clinics in Bethany and Eagleville are here to meet your everyday health needs. And we're growing with you. Soon, we'll open our brand new state-of-the-art hospital built to serve our community with even greater care right here at home. Our mission is simple: exceptional care for every patient, every day. Learn more at hcchospital.org.
All right, back here for the first play of the 4th quarter. We're at 3rd and 6 for Trenton.
Miller hands it off to number 10, and he's going nowhere. Tackle there by Case Morgan.
Yeah, Galloway and Morgan both came flying in from those linebacker spots. And so actually lost on the play.
I don't know, for Trenton. They're basically out of answers. We'll see if they go for it here. Looks like they're going to punt it.
You know, it's one of those, I don't know, I think.
Yeah.
I think I might think about going for it, and we'll see what they do here.
Preston Whitley, the punter. And they're just going to kick it away. Cornett will let it roll. And the South Harrison Bulldogs will get another opportunity to put up some points. Now there's a chance the score might be 42-7 once again. It was a couple weeks ago against Marceline, 42-7. Last week, 42-8.
That's been a favorite, that 42 number. So 11 minutes left here. Let me check back, see if I can check any scores as this 4th quarter is moving along.
Leon Jinks is number 42 on our squad, so maybe he's going to have a good play coming up. Maybe a little bit of foreshadowing. Yeah, so Cornett will lead the offense back onto the field. He's had a good night tonight, along with his 2 running backs, Galloway and Coffey. Here is Coffey. He's thrown down by Elijah Miller, but he'll still get about 5 or 6 there.
Yeah, I think 6 there.
Yeah.
It was a little over halfway. So nice gain there on first down. South Harrison's going to try to use this clock as much as possible here in this final period. I'd be very surprised if we see South Harrison, depending on down distance, put the ball in the air again.
Halfback toss to Galloway. Good run.
Mason Galloway
Down past the 40.
That'll be good for a Bulldog.
And it'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and again, that's a play that's been a staple for South Harrison, Andrew. And that's a play, if you can block it right and you have a back that's able to get out there, you can get big gains for first and 10. And so in mentioning that, tomorrow you and I are both going to your former teammate and my nephew, Colin Happy, to his wedding tomorrow down in Springfield, and he was 2-time All-State running that play at running back for South Harrison.
He had a pretty good blocker for him.
Yeah,
Number 44, I'd say.
Definitely had some good blocking, and one of those situations South Harrison runs and gets about 3 there.
Yep. Short gain on the play, brings up second down.
And so it tells you how long South Harrison's been running that play. And even when teams know it's coming, if it's executed right, it's tough to stop.
Yeah.
We get ready here for this second down play.
Coach Schoning's mostly kept the same offensive scheme, obviously changed up a few things as the years went on, but here's a little false start.
Yeah, Kel Taggart got started a little soon. And this is what I'll say about like Rocket and some of those plays, Andrew.
5-yard penalty remains.
To quote Mr. Miyagi from the first Karate Kid, talking about the crane, if do right, no can defend. And that's kind of that way with that play. If do right, it is tough to defend. And
absolutely.
South Harrison's done it right for a long time.
Yeah, if you have the athlete to do it, in this case you have Mason Galloway, who's quick enough, you're going to have success and good blocking up front, good execution. And as that running back, you want to make sure you stay behind your blockers. You can't get too, you have to be patient. You can't get too excited and run past them, or it might miss an opportunity for a big play, as Brendan Hoover is going to get the handoff here on second down. Not a lot going there. It doesn't bring up third down.
No, maybe got a yard on that. 3rd and 11, but the clock continues to run, Andrew, and again, that's in South Harrison's favor, especially the way their defense is played. I mean, they've given up one big play tonight, and they've been able to stymie that Trenton offense for the most part the rest of the time.
I'll see if they can keep this drive alive. As Cornett lines up in shotgun formation on 3rd down as he drops back, looking to pass. Rolls here to our sideline. He's going to launch this one down the field, looking for Eckerson, but I think it was caught by Barclay. Kind of swooped out of nowhere and got the reception, so that's a big first down for South Harrison. I mean, I assume that was going to Eckerson.
Eckerson was definitely the guy I think he saw, but then Barkley just tracked it and came in underneath, which honestly probably helped. Number one, he's a little bigger receiver than Eckerson, but number two, Eckerson's defender was right beside him, and as Barkley tracked it, he was able to step away from his defender, and then big tight end went up and grabbed it.
So another big pass play connects for Cornett as he hands this one off to Mason Galloway. And Trenton defense does a good job at swarming him there. And it'll bring up a second down and about 9.
Short gain brings up second down.
Yeah, so quite a bit of running for not a whole lot of yardage, but Galloway was trying to just feel it out, get something positive, and Trenton was able to rally to the ball.
From the Trenton 30, Eckerson comes in motion. He'll give it to Coffey. Coffey storms forward. He'll be a few yards shy of that first down marker and bring up a third down.
Yeah.
Brought down by number 34.
And again, you're in the position, third
Good
and
gain brings up third down.
maybe a long 2. We'll go ahead and call it 2. But you're in that 4-down territory if you're South Harrison, so you just want to try to get a push forward and, number one, pick up the first down, but if not, give yourself a more easily accessible 4th down play.
Cornett looking to pass on 3rd down. Throws it over the head of Brendan Hoover, incomplete.
That's intended for Brendan Hoover.
And that'll bring up a 4th down and short.
Boy, that's one of those. He had 2 guys flooding that area. He had Coffey underneath, and then Hoover over the top. And Cornett was still kind of floating on that, Andrew. That's one of those, if you just stop right, because he had no pressure, stop, settle your feet a little bit, I think you can throw that ball without getting it to float on you a little high. See what they do here on 4th and short.
Cornett in the center, under center. Hands it off to, he's going to do a quarterback keeper. They faked me there, and he's got enough for the first down.
Quarterback keeper.
He's knocked out of bounds on the sideline.
Good for a Bulldog.
So Cornett kept it, got the first down. Not by a whole lot, though, Andrew. It was
close.
As I was following it there, it was going to be close, but he was able to kind of put that shoulder down and get just enough.
Still just chewing that clock with just under 6 minutes left. Coffey with a truck. He's taken down. There's a flag.
On the play.
So we'll see what that is.
I don't know if Trenton got all their players off. I don't know if that'd be the call.
It's interesting.
Actually going to call a flag against South Harrison there.
Yeah, they definitely had a player running off as the ball was snapped. So
that's one of those you see a lot of times on Sundays or Saturdays. A quarterback notices that, and they have a quick call to get a free play. So that'll back South Harrison up.
South Harrison.
Holding on the Dogs.
So it'll be
remains first down.
1st and 15 there. Appreciate Barb Meadows watching tonight as well. She's the mom of a former Bulldog that played out on this field.
Coffey with the carry, and he's fighting. Tough guy to bring down. He's 1 yard short of the first down.
Number 13, Cooper Hauser.
Again, Coffey just a strong runner.
Second down.
And once he gets past that initial line of scrimmage, past the big guys up front, he's usually able to do some damage in the defensive backfield.
So second down. The Trenton 13. This time it's Galloway.
They followed the block.
Mason Galloway on the carry.
We'll see. It's got to be close there. I'm looking at the mark on the far side. The referee will step up and check out where they put the ball down.
They'll give it to him. First down, South Harrison.
And so they can pick up another first down here, Andrews. They're just outside the 10, about the 11-yard line.
Yep. It's a good position to be in with 4:38 remaining in this ball game. South Harrison looking to punch in another score here on homecoming night as Coffee is going to get the carry. It's maybe 5, 6.
Yeah, nice gain that time.
Brought down by number 51, Daniel Newton.
Trenton player a little slow to get up, and
good gain on the play.
You can
Brings
see
up second down.
Trenton just, they'll go ahead. I think we'll get an injury timeout here. We'll step away as well. Be back for more after this commercial break.
At Pettyjohn Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
For 125 years, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri has proudly served as your locally owned community bank. From convenient online banking and our easy-to-use mobile app, we're here to meet all of your financial needs. With 10 locations across northern Missouri and southern Iowa, you'll always find trusted service close to home. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, locally owned, locally trusted, banking Bethany can count on. Learn more at onlinefarmersbank.com. Member FDIC.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here. Homecoming night at South Harrison. They lead 35-7, but they're threatening with 4:09 on the clock. Injured Trenton Bulldog was able to make his way off the field. South Harrison comes out here, 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 4. They can't pick up that first down.
Hand it off up the middle. Cray Coffey's in. Touchdown South Harrison. And that'll be 41-7. The Purple Bulldogs on top.
Again, Coffey, right, he takes this time the shuffle step to his right and just able to walk in. And he's had a number of those this year, Andrew, where he's not tackled in the end zone, where he's just walking into the end zone.
Yeah. Might as well at that point. And looks like they're going to go for it here. Kind of a formation we haven't seen before. He's just going to drop kick it and put it through. That's one way to do it.
There you go.
So South Harrison will put that in. It's 42-7 Bulldogs.
All right, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Craving authentic Mexican flavor? Come to El Nopal in Bethany, where every bite tastes like home. From sizzling fajitas and street-style tacos to refreshing margaritas, El Nopal brings the true taste of Mexico right to your table. And now we can bring the fiesta to you. Book the El Nopal food truck for birthdays, weddings, or any special event. Let us serve up tradition on wheels. El Nopal authentic Mexican food made with love.
Have friends or family coming to Bethany? Give them a home away from home at Hidden Acres Cabin Rentals. In the rolling hills of Bethany, our cozy cabins start at $140 a night and include everything guests need to relax: private space, modern amenities, and a peaceful country setting. Book a cabin today at hiddenacrescabinrentals.com or call 660-373-9927. Hidden Acres Cabins. Comfort for your guests, just minutes from you.
All right, so Andrew, we're back. Final 3:41. South Harrison now at that 42-7 lead. They've hit the magic number to get that clock rolling here on homecoming night.
And they're ready to finish this game and start celebrating as Trenton will return this one. Looks like it's Ledbetter as he breaks a tackle. Moves up past the 30 down to around the 35 or 34.
Sam Ledbetter on the return.
And that's where they'll get this drive started.
So they'll start 1st and 10. Again, South Harrison here. Right, Andrew, you just want to keep everything in front of you if you're able to.
And now we're getting some of those younger guys in the game.
It gives you the opportunity.
Leon Jinks in there, 42. Got the Jansen Van Meter in at linebacker, the cowboy collar. And Trenton's going to hand this one off on the sideline. Going to get the first down. Ball's out, though. Trenton recovered.
Yeah, they were able to get on.
Good hit there. I couldn't quite see who that was.
Cooper Hauser on the return, or on the carry. Brought down by number 2, Cameron Pitzenbarger.
So the
That's
clock
good for a Trenton first down.
clock will run here. Under 3 now to go. And if you're the South Harrison second squad, you just want to, again, keep the ball in front of you.
2:47 left in the game. The running clock. Hauser going to get the ball. Gets maybe 2 there.
Yeah, nice job
Cooper
defensively.
Hauser on the carry.
But that's South Harrison
Short
front.
gain. Brings up second down.
2nd and 8 here. So we're closing in on 2 minutes left. South Harrison, I'm sure on the sideline, some of those starters enjoying a few minutes off here. Trenton, maybe some confusion as they look to the sideline. I think they're going to take a timeout here.
Yep.
With minute 58 on the clock.
Trenton.
Get everything squared away. We'll go ahead and take the timeout with them. Be back after this commercial break.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot debit card. For each swipe of your Mascot debit card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by a branch today to get your Mascot debit card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. Around the world, generations of leaders build new friendships and help solve problems. Take action with us. The Bethany Rotary Club strives to make a difference in our community. Our projects help improve life to those both close to home and around the world. Come serve with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
All right, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat back here. The final 2 minutes of this ball game. You can see on your scoreboard there. 2nd and 8 for Trenton, and they trail 42-7 here on homecoming night at South Harrison.
Bradley Miller rolls out to pass. Will be completed to Hauser. So first down.
Pass completed to Cooper Hauser.
And you mentioned before, number 42,
Number 42
Leon Jinks. And he makes that stop, but a first down for Trenton. The clock will continue to run. Maybe surprised Trenton's throwing the ball here.
Yeah, they definitely like to put up another score as they hit the road tonight. Bradley Miller from the gun. He'll hand this one off to Hauser on the outside. He's got some room, and good spin move there, but he's taken down. Number 2, Cameron Pittensberger.
Cooper Hauser on the carry.
Yeah, another first down for
That's good
Trenton.
First down.
So we come up on under a minute to go. And, boy, he hit the C button. I don't know what it is today, Andrew. You play video games.
I got the O button.
O
that
button.
Spin move.
Hit the O button to get the spin and almost was able to keep his feet and come out of it.
Now we'll see if Trenton can't put up some points here before the end of this one. He'll hand it off. Number 10, Sam Ledbetter.
Yeah, that
Not
ball
much
came
going.
loose late, but after the whistle, we'll see South Harrison.
Gain. Brings up second down.
They had out there. Looked like it was Camden Eckerson, as well as Levi Woodring, I think, from that outside spot.
There you go, last play of the game. Hand it off to Hauser, and he's taken down. And South Harrison will come away with the victory and move to 4-1 on the season. Trenton will move to 0-5, and it feels good to get a homecoming win.
Yeah, big win for South Harrison there, Andrew, as they get it 42-7. We'll go ahead and get the final up on the scoreboard. So Bulldogs win 42-7. You see the teams getting ready to shake hands. We'll go ahead and step away, be back for the Green Hills Insurance postgame show after this short commercial break.
United Country Nelson Real Estate is your trusted place to go when looking to buy or sell. Licensed in 3 states, our team of experienced agents is ready to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a home in town, wide open farmland, hunting and recreational property, or that perfect piece of land to call your own. With United Country Nelson Real Estate, you get the best of both worlds. Personal hometown service backed by nationwide exposure. Find us online at nelsonsoldit.com, and remember, no one knows the country like we do.
It's time to crush your fitness goals at the Body Shop. Open 24 hours a day, this is your place to push harder, run faster, and get stronger. Hit the indoor track, pump it up with free weights and weight machines, or torch calories on our treadmills and ellipticals. Whatever your workout, we've got the gear. You bring the drive. The Body Shop, Bethany's 24/7 fitness center. No excuses, just results. Start your fitness journey today for a better tomorrow.
All right, CF Rainey and Andrew Sweat here at South Harrison Memorial Stadium, and South Harrison gets the 42-7. We'll go ahead and slide that up real quick. So they get the 42-7 score there, and we get all they do is win. We hear the bell ringing, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
You, former Bulldog, you know what that's all about, ringing the bell after a big win. And so South Harrison starts pretty hot, right? They get the interception by Mason Galloway on the initial Trenton drive. Short field, they score, force the punt, bad snap, score again.
On behalf of South Harrison, I would
and then I think they got to the third score, and then things started to slow down there in the second quarter.
Yeah, kind of the opposite of how South Harrison games usually. You know, we usually start off slow and then really explode in the second half. This was kind of different tonight. We had a really good start, 28-7 at halftime. Still had some explosiveness in that second half, but only scored 2 touchdowns there. Final score 42-7, just absolute dominance for 3 weeks in a row from the South Harrison Bulldogs. They've outscored their opponents 126-22 in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Scotland County, Marceline, and Trenton. Those are all, good programs that you're facing. But South Harrison on a really good win streak here.
All right, so again, CF Rainey Andrew Sweat here on Bulldog Sports TV, Green Hills Insurance postgame show, and South Harrison gets the win. Trenton gets the score just before half. South Harrison had stopped that last week versus Scotland County. Came up with a fumble. Trenton gets the long pass and run and scores as time expires. Momentum, but you didn't feel like a lot of momentum there as Trenton had been stymied all night by this South Harrison defense.
Yeah, the defense was absolutely phenomenal tonight, as they have been the past few weeks. There's really no answers, and on the offensive side of the football, South Harrison run game is it's elite, as it was last year. And we saw tonight Jet Cornett can toss the ball as well. So if we do face a team maybe like Putnam County who can stop the run, Jet Cornett, he's progressively got better at throwing the football throughout the season. Did you take a look at the Brookfield Putnam County score?
So Putnam up 29-8.
Wow.
I didn't get the time on that, but that was just a few minutes ago that Putnam was up 29-8 on that. And so it looks like Putnam County is going to go on to win that game. And so unless they slip up somewhere else, I think that was the game if you're a South Harrison fan, you were looking at with Brookfield. Not sure if Putnam's played Gallatin. I think that would probably be the only other game left on their schedule if that's the case. I know Gallatin was up on Westran 28-14, and that was back in the third quarter. And then Polo and Milan, last score we had there was 14-7, Polo over Milan at the half. So South Harrison will go down to Maysville. That's an interesting place to play.
Yep.
At Maysville.
The cemetery.
Play between two cemeteries on either side of the field. And the field's kind of down in there in a hole. And it's always been a tough place to play. Maysville's kind of struggled last year and this year a little bit. But you never want to take anyone lightly as you go on the road in the Grand River Conference. So big win for South Harrison tonight, Andrew, 42-7. Makes homecoming a whole lot easier. Makes going home tonight better. Makes going to the dance tomorrow better. All the boys will be smiling in their pictures. And so we appreciate everyone that's tuned in. Want to mention again our sponsors, Green Hills Insurance, here on our postgame show, but our sponsors throughout the season, O'Neill's Home Furnishings and Floor Coverings, Harrison County Community Hospital, Little Claire's Garden, Green Hills Insurance, Petty John Auto, as well as Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, the Bethany Rotary Club, Bethany Building Center, United Country Real Estate, Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, El Nopal Authentic Mexican Food. And then we've added a couple new sponsors on this page, as well as BTC Bank, Hidden Acres Cabins, Shelter Insurance, Shane Jones in Bethany, Bethany Fuel Depot, and the Body Shop 24-hour fitness center. So those are our sponsors. If you would like to be a sponsor, there's all the information there. You can email me at cf.rainey@bulldogsportstv.com. Over 100,000 total views on our Facebook page, and lots of interactions. We continue to add followers. So if you watch our content and don't follow, make sure to follow. If you watch us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Over 400 hours of content watched now, and almost 1,400 views. And so we appreciate everyone that's done that. And also want to throw up our family sponsors. We'll just go ahead and put them on the screen and let you see all the names of people who have helped sponsor us for only $20 for the year. And we so appreciate everyone that has been generous, not only in their words, but in their giving. As we now have, Andrew, 4 pages. We just started a 4th page of our family sponsors. And we have people that are sponsoring that are family members from out of the area. We did have a local area person watching, though, on vacation. And so there's all of our family sponsors. So we'll bring it back real quick here to our shot here in the press box. 42-7, Andrew. If you're South Harrison, how do you feel after this ball game today? You really only gave up a couple of offensive plays, but were able to score and get 42 points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you feel really good, obviously. Trenton is a team who's obviously kind of in a rebuilding stage. They're winless on the year. Going to be kind of tough sledding for them. But you did exactly, what you needed to tonight. It wasn't it seems like in the past, South Harrison had a tendency to kind of play down to their competition when they had a better team. We haven't really saw that this year. They're out there dominating, not letting up, and really just playing how they should, as we got doing the school song in there and everybody's celebrating. It's a good scene on homecoming. Always good to get a W.
Yeah, great tradition and a great win for South Harrison. As far as Bulldog Sports TV goes, on Monday we will be broadcasting South Harrison hosting North Platte in softball. And then let me check the rest of our schedule. And next Thursday, we'll be back with the volleyball team as they host Trenton. Trenton will be coming over to South Harrison for that. Then next Friday, Andrew Sweat will be joining me as South Harrison travels down to Maysville. We appreciate everyone watching, everyone's support here at the Green Hills Insurance Postgame Show. This is CF Rainey for Andrew